Let's talk about the most disrespected superstar position in the entire NFL. Because right now you can be the engine of an offense, you can lead the league in rushing, you can be the identity of your team, and the league will still look at you like, cool, here's 10 million, just don't get hurt. That's the running back market in 2025. And the crazy part is, this didn't happen overnight. This was a slow, calculated squeeze. Owners didn't wake up one day and decided they hate running backs. The league learned, the league adapted, and the running back position just got caught in the middle. Today I'm breaking down why running backs lost value, the real turning points that scared GM straight, the star backs who got used up and then replaced, and the underpaid monsters who produced like legends but got paid like role players. And I'm bringing receipts, stats, contracts, and outcomes. Here's the simplest truth about NFL money. Teams don't pay you for what you did. They pay you for what they think you'll do next and how safe it is to bet on you. And at running back, the bet is risky as hell. Running backs get hit more than anyone except maybe interior linemen. They peak early, they decline fast, and can get their production copied by cheaper bodies in the committee. So front office treat running backs like a replaceable output. It was over with from then. Not because running backs aren't great, but because the league decide you don't have to pay greatness at running back to get good results. This is the part people say all the time, but I'm going to put it into real terms. In a pass-heavy NFL, the passing game is the investment. Quarterback, pass protection, receivers who separate, that's for team spend. ESPN's breakdown of the positions devaluation starts with the obvious. The league moved towards the pass. So what happens when passing becomes the premium product? Running backs become a situational tool, a clock control method, a red zone option, a way to punish light boxes. It's still important, but it's not a centerpiece you build your payroll around. Now let's talk about the real killers of the running back market. Not Twitter debates, not fantasy football. Teams watch expensive running back deals blow up in their faces over and over, and they stop gambling. Exhibit A, Todd Gurley. We're going to call him the warning label. Todd Gurley resets the market in 2018 for a monster extension, a 4-year deal with record guarantees. And what then happens? By 2020, the Rams cut him. Not traded, he gets cut. NFL.com straight up calls out that money hit when they released him. ESPN also laid out the financial spike that made them flinch, his cap hit jumping up massively. And the Ringer emphasized how brutal it was to eat that dead cap just to get free. And here's the sick part. Gurley wasn't just some bum. In 2017, he led the league with 2,093 yards from scrimmage and 19 total touchdowns. So the lesson NFL teams took wasn't don't pay bad running backs. It was even if you pay the right running back, the position can still betray you. Injury, wear, mileage, it turns into elite salary cap problems fast. Exhibit B, David Johnson. And we're going to title this section Paying for Yesterday. Arizona gave David Johnson a 3-year extension worth $39 million with over $30 million guaranteed. And why did he get that? Because in 2016, he put up one of the nastiest all-purpose seasons ever. 2,118 yards from scrimmage and 20 touchdowns. That's historical production. But the market learned another lesson. Even historic running back seasons do not guarantee a long elite window. So GMs start thinking, why am I paying for 2016 when it's 2019 and his body is already carrying a whole mortgage? Exhibit C, Ezekiel Elliott, and we're going to title this, We Can't Get Out of This. Zeke signs a 6-year extension worth $90 million, and what happens is exactly what teams now fear. The production dips, the cap gets tight, and the team starts looking for exits. Whether you blame workload, scheme, burst loss, it doesn't matter. What matters is what the league saw. Paying running back top of market doesn't age like fine wine, it ages like milk. And if you think I'm exaggerating, Over the Cap literally studied outcomes for multi-year running back contracts since 2011. Their results are nasty. Across those running back deals, a huge chunk ended in termination, pay cuts, or trades, with terminated being the most common outcome. That is literally front office catnip. Because GMs don't want to be the idiot who hands out the next contract everybody laughs at in 24 months. So the market shifts from pay the star running back, build around him, to draft one, use him, rotate him, and then replace him. Now here's the part casual fans ignore, but it matters. The 2011 CBA rookie wage scale changed the whole league economy, and it especially hurt running backs, because running backs peak early. So if your best years are age 22 to 26 and you're locked into a rookie deal, then by the time you're negotiating big money, you're already at the age where teams expect decline. Over the Cap has written about how the rookie wage scale stunted early earnings and affected leverage. So a team can draft you, run you to the ground, and then when it's time to pay you, they'll just tag you, lowball you, or let you walk away. Now let's talk about franchise tags. The tag is basically the league's cheat code for running back control. Look at 2023. Over the Cap's running back salary list shows the top cash guys that year included tag level money, Josh Jacobs, Tony Pollard, and Saquon Barkley, all right in that 10 million zone. And in 2024, ESPN reported the expected running back tag numbers were Josh Jacobs for 14 mil, Saquon Barkley for 12 mil, and Tony Pollard for about 12 mil. So what's the message? You could be a star, and the system could still hold you at expensive, but not expensive enough to match your impact. Josh Jacobs led the NFL in rushing in 2022 with 1,653 rushing yards and 12 rushing touchdowns, plus 53 catches for 400 yards. That's not a role player, that's an offense. And what did that get him immediately? A market that still hesitated and treated him like a risk asset. Saquon Barkley, face of the franchise, still got tagged. Barkley played on a franchise tag in 2023 at $10 million, and the bigger point isn't just him, it's what he represented. A blue chip talent at a premium draft slot, still stuck in the market because they refuse to treat running backs as a cornerstone spending. Now yes, Barkley later got paid huge with the Eagles. Sources describe that 2025 extension as a record-breaking running back pay moment, but that's the exception that proves the rule. It took a historic season plus perfect team context to break the glass. Most running backs do not get that storyline. Nick Chubb, elite runner, but just one injury away from business decisions. AP pointed out the brutality of when Nick Chubb got hurt. That turned out to limited guarantees, non-guaranteed future salary, and teams were able to move on cheaply. That article basically sums up the running back economy. Teams will love you until the medical report changes, and at running back, it changes fast. Here's the core concept front offices embraced. You don't need the best running back, you need a run game that produces acceptable efficiency behind a good O-line and good scheme. So the league starts building strong O-line investment, motion, spacings, RPOs, committee backs with specialized roles, cheap rookies with fresh legs. This is why teams will pay tackles, receivers, corners, pass rushers, because those are harder to fake. But a run game, you can approximate it. And once teams realize they could approximate running back production, they stop paying premium prices. The Bell holdout era, when running back leverage died on live TV. Le'Veon Bell is a massive part of this story. In 2018, the Steelers tagged him at $14.5 million. He holds out trying to fight for a long-term deal that respects his value, and what happens? The league didn't learn to pay running backs more. The league learned if a star running back sits out, we can survive. That moment was a message to every GM. Even the most complete backs can be replaced by committee, plus scheme, plus line. And once that belief spreads, the negotiating table becomes a cliff. Why running backs get punished even when they're elite? Let's stack the reasons clean. Number 1, injury rate and physical toll. High collision job, short shelf life. Number 2, age curve. Peak early, decline before teams want to pay. Number 3, replaceability. Committee backs plus schemes make production way cheaper. Number 4, rookie wage scale, plus franchise tags. They control prime years and also limit leverage. Number 5, contract history is ugly. Teams terminate running back deals constantly. So the running back market isn't emotional, it's risk management mostly. But running backs still matter. Yes, and that's the tragedy. People hear the valued and think useless. No, running backs still win games in bad weather, close out fourth quarters, punish light boxes, convert red zone chances, and also stabilize young QBs. But the league's logic is, I can get 80% of that at 20% of the price. That's why the position is currently squeezed. The modern compromise pays some running backs, but only in specific situations. Here's what teams will pay for. A back who is also a receiver mismatch, a back whose play style ages better, a back on a roster built to maximize efficiency, or a back who just had a historic season that's impossible to ignore. But for the majority, the league trend is draft, rotate, replace, and that is a downfall. Not because running back isn't important, but because the NFL decided running back is too risky to be expensive. And to close out this video, when you see a running back put up 1,600 yards and then spend the next offseason begging for respect, do not call him greedy. Call him what he is, a player at the only position where he could be the offense and still be treated like a luxury. The running back market didn't die because the players got worse, it died because the league got smarter, colder, and more efficient. And until something changes, injuries, rules, revenue splits, CBA leverage, the running back position is going to keep doing the same thing, putting up elite numbers for mid-tier money. Yo guys, this is Jujuverse. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead, subscribe, like, and comment for more, and let me know what you guys may want to see. You know, I do plan on branching out into other content, but right now, we're staying focused on football. But that's it, guys. Hope you guys have a nice day.